But you guys, honestly, I hope that these two stories teach people that just because someone presents themselves well, right? Just because someone tells you something does not mean that you need to believe it, obviously. And just because somebody's driving in a nice car, just because somebody has a nice house, just because somebody wears nice clothes does not mean that they have money, you guys. They can be in debt up to their eyeballs behind the scenes, but they're rolling around the Rolls Royce or a freaking Maserati or something. But they could probably don't have no money. You know, there are tons of people out here faking it until they make it. Could this have been you? Could you have been bamboozled by Anna or by Simon?
So baby, when you ready, hit my line. Tell me what you wanna do. I know you see I'm feeling you.
You guys, before we get started with today's topic, I just want to take time to thank all of my subscribers. As always, thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. If you are not already currently subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button. Also, you guys, be sure to click the notification bell so that you are alerted every time I post a new video. Also, you guys, I am on patreon.com and I do have another channel called Brandy B Review TV. Navigate to the first comment to check that out. You guys, please do comment on the video. Please like the video. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts on the video. I want to hear what you guys have to say, if it's negative or positive or whatever. Be sure that you put your 2 cents in. All right, so now let's get into this video. So today, you guys, we will be talking about 2 toxic people today. Anna Sorokin, aka Anna Delvey, and Simon Hyut, aka Simon Leviev. Okay, so I'm sure that you guys have heard of these 2 people. We are going to first talk about Anna Sorokin, aka Anna Delvey. Have you guys seen the Netflix series Inventing Anna? It's such a bizarre true story and my eyes were glued to the TV watching it. If by some chance you have no idea who this person is, Anna Sorokin is a Russian-German con artist. She went by the name Anna Delvey, who was convicted of 8 felony charges back in 2019 for swindling her friends, hotels, her boyfriends, and anyone else she met in the New York area out of thousands of dollars, $275,000 to be exact. So you guys, it's so crazy because this young woman in her 20s created this entire story about being a wealthy German heiress and got everyone around her to cover her expenses based on the idea that she had paid them back. How freaking bizarre, right? You guys, and this was such a crazy story that she was able to get away with this as long as she did.
Looking back at it now, as I said, almost 3 years later, I don't endorse or any of the ways that I chose to resort to while going about what I've done, and I'm not proud of anything. And I like to think that my intentions were not fraudulent. If you look at fraud by its legal definition, to permanently deprive somebody of their funds or property. But in the end, it's not my intention that counted, but how it was perceived and how it affected people. And in that way, I'm totally guilty, in the way of my story has been perceived and what's been done out of it.
But my question to you is, could this have been you? So you guys, I was having this conversation with my mom, and of course I was like, this could never happen to me. My mom said the same thing, this could never happen to us. But honestly, looking at it from, if I'm putting myself in these people's shoes, right? I'm putting myself in their shoes. If I had met this Russian girl who seemed super cool, she seemed like, she had her stuff together, and if we went to dinner or lunch or something one day and she was like, oh, she couldn't cover the tab, right? I would have been like, okay, because that's happened before, right? When you've gone out with friends and if they left their card or something and they can't pay, then you kind of foot the bill and they pay you back. So, I mean, something like that, yes, I would have done, but there's one problem. Not thousands of dollars worth. Okay, if the tab is like 50 bucks, 60 bucks, even 100 bucks, okay, I'm gonna cover that. $2,000 tab? No. We're not doing that. We are going to sit at that table. We're going to wash some dishes or something. We're just gonna figure it out, okay? I don't care if your bank is closed or whatever, if the wire transfer is not coming through, but I am not paying over a certain amount for your tab. That's just not gonna happen. So that part, I don't understand how she was able to get people to pay thousands of dollars for her. I mean, some of the people she came in contact with, they were rich, right? So it really didn't matter. But a lot of these people, some of her friends did not have money like that. So, these people were paying for her, and it's just so bizarre how she was able to get away with this, you guys. This is such a crazy, fascinating story. I'm just like... And it was so funny because her first boyfriend in the story, even though he knew that, she was swindling him, he still stuck around and, paid her way. But, he was a con artist himself. So, child, it really didn't matter at that point because he was, scamming too. Which brings me to talking about Simon Hyut next. Simon Hyut is responsible for allegedly scamming numerous women out of $10 million. Jesus Christ, $10 million? How? Okay, so this story is really tricky. Simon literally presented himself as a billionaire's son on Tinder. So similar to Anna, Simon also claimed to be the son of an Israeli-Russian tycoon. So in the Netflix documentary Tinder Swindler, several women recanted moments with Simon and exactly how he swindled them. And I mean, you guys, he was literally treating these women, he flew them on his private jet. He, took them on lavish dates, so they saw the kind of clothes he was wearing. He presented himself so well. He was driving a super nice car. He had these things on point. They even Googled him and he was legit on Google. So it's kind of like, what do you do when you're Googling, this man is presenting himself a certain way to you? Like, you have no choice but to kind of, go along with who he is, right? And you guys, Simon was really making these women feel comfortable. He made them feel appreciated. He made them trust him. He was a good listener. He was a good communicator. He really understood the assignment and gaining these women's trust. And not to mention, he's fine as hell. So once Simon got these women hooked on him, he went in for the kill, right? He would send videos of him being harmed and hurt, his people around him being hurt, whatever. And he was like, oh, I'm in trouble, this diamond, because he claimed to be in the diamond business, right? He would tell, these women, and they were already in a relationship with him after a month, which is bizarre to me. I don't care how much money you have. I'm not gonna jump into a relationship with anybody after 1 month, okay? That's a little sketchy. But, so, he would send these women, like, videos of him being hurt and things like that, and he would say, hey, I need this X amount of money, can you help me, please help me. Okay, so I get it, this is your man, right? I'm not trying to judge these women, you guys, because if you gotta kind of put yourself in the shoes of these women, right? They met this great guy. This guy presented himself so well. They know that he has money because they've met the baby mama with his kid, right? They thought that was his baby mama with the kid. They Googled him, so it said that he, was a billionaire son or whatever, what have you. So why wouldn't you want to try to help your man, right? The only problem is, I'm not giving you $25,000 or like, he was asking for an enormous amount of money, and I'm sorry, I would have not done that. I probably would have let him use my card, yes. I'm just keeping it all the way 100. Because you just gotta kind of put yourself in the situation of these women, right? Knowing all of the facts. But to take out a loan for, like, these women were taking out loans for this man. I am not taking out a loan for you. I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen. And so you guys, it's so interesting because Simon ended up doing an interview with Good Morning America, and he explained how, he was just a man, who was interested in meeting women on a dating site. And the women in the documentary, they have it all wrong about him. Everybody has it all wrong about him. He was just trying to meet women on a dating app.
This monster that everybody has created.
Okay, Simon. Another swindling story for everybody. The lies. But you guys, honestly, I hope that these two stories teach people that just because someone presents themselves well, right? Just because someone tells you something does not mean that you need to believe it, obviously. I mean, these people were able to get away with stealing millions of dollars from people they came in contact with. And it's so crazy how they weren't really even punished for this. I mean, Anna Delvey, she did do, I think, 4 years in prison, right? And I think she's being held by ICE right now or something. And she had, okay, her personality has nerve to be like an entitled personality, and she literally has no money. Okay, girl, get your shit together, okay? Simon, I think he spent like, what, 5 months in jail or something? That's crazy to me that he was able to do this to these women. But let me backtrack. At the same time, these women do need to take responsibility for that, because taking out a loan for a man, like, okay, that could not have been me. I'm sorry. I'm not taking out a loan for you, like I said in the beginning. So there needs to be some responsibility on their part that, you know, they were bamboozled, but they allowed themselves to be bamboozled. They allowed the glam of the lifestyle, right? They allowed this man to trick them with his things, right? So they might be just as bad as he is. Honestly, I don't, you know. What do you guys think? But yeah, just because someone tells you that they have something, just because somebody's driving in a nice car, just because somebody has a nice house, just because somebody wears nice clothes does not mean that they have money, you guys. They can be in debt up to their eyeballs behind the scenes, but they're rolling around the Rolls Royce or a freaking Maserati or something. But they could probably don't have no money. You know, there are tons of people out here faking it until they make it. So if anything, I hope that these two documentaries, or you know, the series and the documentary, teaches people that lesson that you need to see receipts before you move forward with anyone. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts. Could this have been you? Could you have been bamboozled by Anna or by Simon? Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hi guys, don't forget to click that subscribe button. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm creating for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.